growth performance of 6.7% in the third quarter of 2020 from Turkey. Despite the outbreak of the new type of coronavirus, COVID-19, Turkey was the only country among the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, countries to record growth with an annual performance of 6.7% in the third quarter of the year. According to OECD and Turkish Statistical Institute, TÜİK, data, gross domestic product, GDP, which declined sharply in the first half of the year due to restrictions imposed as part of the fight against the epidemic, was calculated as -4.1% for OECD countries in the third quarter. Economic contraction during the period was recorded as 4.3% in the European Union and 4.4% in the Eurozone. Of the OECD countries, Norway shrank 0.1% in the third quarter, South Korea 1.3%, Israel 1.4%, Lithuania 1.7%, and Poland 2%. Of the OECD countries whose economy shrank the most, third quarter growth data showed Chile with 10.3%, the United Kingdom with 9.6% and 9.5%. Meanwhile, in the third quarter, the US economy shrank 2.9% and the French economy shrank 3.9%, while in Germany the temporary growth rate was calculated at -4%. Turkey's economy grew by 4.5% in the first quarter of the year, and contracted by 9.9% in the second quarter due to the outbreak. The economy grew 6.7% in the third quarter, when steps to normalize were taken. Thus, Turkey was the only country to record positive growth among OECD countries with third quarter growth data. In addition, China, which has seen the first cases of COVID-19 and is not a member of the OECD, continued its economic recovery after the outbreak, showing 4.9% growth in the third quarter of the year.